My next guest is going to be taking on Jeremy Kennedy coming up here at Bellator 256 on April 9th. It is Adam Borics joining me here on the program for the very first time. Adam, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good. Thanks, man. How are you?
Doing awesome. Happy to be talking to you, man. This is a big fight, and we'll get into it in 1 second. But first, I saw that you got to meet Chuck Liddell a couple days ago. How cool was that?
Oh, that's awesome, man. He was my childhood hero, so it was a really big thing for me, you know.
That's awesome. How did you end up meeting him? Like, did he come to the gym, or how did that end up happening?
Sorry, airplane was here. So
oh, no worries. Yeah, airplane can happen. Yeah, I was just asking you if how did you end up meeting Chuck?
I mean, you know, Luke was here, Luke Rockhold, and Chuck came just with him. I don't know, just visit the gym or something like that.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Did he give you any advice at all? You know, he's a former UFC champion.
I mean, not really. We didn't talk, just take a picture. You know, I was after the sparring, so I just catched him. So, yeah.
That's great. So you're fighting Jeremy Kennedy, like I mentioned, a pretty notable opponent. You know, he's fought in the UFC. He's done quite well in Bellator. Did you know much about him before taking this fight?
You know, after my last fight, I was asking Bellator, like, hey, please give me a bigger name and give me a guy who has a good record, because, you know, my goal is end of this year, I want to fight for the world title. So I want to fight against the best guys. So I think Jeremy is a really good matchup for me. You know, he fought before in the UFC, PFL. He fought last time at the Bellator also. So yeah, I want to challenge myself. You know.
Yeah. It kind of looks like they're trying to, you know, put two prospects together, so to speak, and see who the better contender is. Do you like those types of fights? Because it's like, you know, it kind of puts the pressure on a little bit of who's the better prospect.
No, I mean, I don't feel pressure now, you know, like, I just want to fight. So I don't feel pressure that. I think it's good this time, you know. I already fought against a former champ. I already beat him, you know. So I already fought against tough guys. So I'm ready.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you live in Florida now, or do you just do you go back and forth? Okay, so you've been there during the pandemic.
The most time of the year I am here. So maybe last year I've been home like just 3 months. So most of the time I just live here.
Okay. I've always wanted to ask you this. How did you end up training at Sanford MMA? Like, how did you find Florida and end up training there?
Oh, it was like 2017 maybe. One of my friends, he called me. He's coming to Florida and he was asking me, like, come with me. And I don't know, I was just like, okay, let's go. And we found Henry Hooft, and I trained there like 2 or 3 weeks, and they said for me, you have to stay here, and because we're gonna make a world champion, you know. And I was like, okay, but I don't have money and nothing. And after that, 2 managers phoned me, and they changed my life. So it's a typical American story, you know, American dream story, you know.
Great. Who are you rep by now? Who's your management?
I think nobody knows them. I am just alone. Alexander Andonov and Sam Baker. Nobody knows them. So.
Okay, that's fine. No, I was just curious anyways. Yeah. No, it's funny because I've interviewed a lot of your teammates, and they've raved about you for years. And I think we saw, you know, your skills put to test. I think everyone remembers you from the Aaron Pico fight, right, where you finished Pico. Chaz Skelly told me he won a ton of money on that fight because you were the underdog in that fight. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool though.
I mean, my team knows my skill set and what I am capable, you know. I think I am capable to beat everybody on the world. Just it depends about the right Adam show up or not, you know. Yeah.
No, well said. Who are some of your main training partners for this camp? Who have you mainly worked with?
I mean, my main training partner always Shane Soriano. You know, he's a former UFC guy.
Oh, I know Sean. He's got a fight coming up, right, for UAE Warriors. Yeah.
Saturday. Saturday. So he's always my main training partner because we fight always, man. It should be a pay-per-view sparring, but I mean, I train a lot with Rafael Fizievna, Chaz Kelly. I train a lot now. Rory McDonald, he helps my camp.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. There's been a lot of new additions. Rory McDonald. I know Nate Marquardt's there. Ian Heinisch. Jared Gordon's been pretty new there as well.
Oh, yeah, Jared Gordon also,
what's it been like having all these high-level fighters come and train with you guys? It's nice probably to get some different looks.
I mean, we're just getting bigger, and I like it. A couple of guys just coming to the training camp, so we have always new partners, which is good. So we just growing, man. I think the Sanford is really special,
Yeah, no, I agree with that. How's the weight cut going ahead of this fight?
It's good. 45 is never easy, but I never miss weight, so I'm gonna make it. And yeah, I think I have 2 more years in this weight class, and after that I'm done.
Yeah, you think you'll go to 155? You think 2 more years?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Who's going to be in your corner for this fight? I imagine Henry Hooft will be there. Who else will be in your corner?
No, Henry doesn't be there because we have so many fights coming up.
Oh, right. Okay, good point. Yeah.
And Kami Barzini and Gabe Ambers, and I took my striking coach from Hungary for this camp, so he's gonna be there also. It's a new man. I think it's gonna be good for me. Somebody's talking to my language, and it's good.
Okay. How do you see this fight playing out on April 9th? How do you envision the fight playing out?
I think it's gonna be first or second round. I think I'm gonna finish him. Yeah, I'm gonna broke him in mentally. When he gonna see he cannot take me down, he gonna broke and I'm gonna finish him.
Interesting. Okay. Where do you feel like a win puts you? Because like I said, it seems like they're pitting you guys to see who's going to take that next step. Does that get you those bigger fights like when you fought Caldwell and guys like that? Do you think it'll get you to that spot again?
For me, always my next fight is my world title fight. So I'm never thinking about which one was my biggest fight or something. Always the next fight is the most important.
Okay, that makes sense. And then in terms of Bellator, they're on Showtime now. Are you excited about that? That you're going to be on a bigger platform? I'm sure maybe some more sponsorship opportunities too, being on a really big network like Showtime.
Yeah, hopefully we can get more sponsorship or something. Yeah, but I am happy for that, and I'm really happy. We have a show now, and I got the opportunity on the second card. It's in these crazy times, it's hard. I mean, the whole Europe is closed, especially in Hungary also. It's bad to see, and I'm just happy I can be here and I can do my job.
Awesome. What do you like doing outside of the cage? What are some of your hobbies? I'm sure you go to the beach, right? Being in Florida, I'm sure you head out there, right?
I mean, out of camp, I am still training twice a day. So when I am here in Florida, I'm always in camp. So from Monday until Saturday, I just train, and Sunday maybe I hang out with my wife. She does horse riding, so sometimes I going to watch her, or just sleep.
Okay, yeah, no, I like sleeping a lot too. I love that. Yeah. Are you do you watch any Netflix or anything, or play any video games?
I watch a couple of TV shows, and I supposed to play Xbox, but I wanted to buy a new one, so I left home at the old one, but everything is sold out, so I'm fucked up, man. I cannot play.
You didn't play your cards right on that one. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's funny. Do you follow any other sports? Do you like any other sports besides MMA?
Yeah, of course. I watch the wrestling. They just start today, and I like to watch. Every sports when Hungarians they are playing. I'm really really proud of my country. So I cannot wait the Olympic Games, but hopefully they're gonna make it. And I watch handball, soccer, but when Hungarians play.
Yeah, no, for sure. Keeping tabs on it. You don't watch hockey at all, do you? You ever played hockey?
I mean, sometimes I go with my wife because here the Florida Panthers, when they have a game, sometimes we go there because it's fun.
Yeah, it's a good live sport, don't you think? Like to watch.
Yeah. On the TV, I never watch hockey, but in live, yeah.
Okay, I have to. I'm Canadian, so we love hockey here. So I have to ask. It's very very important. So that's good, man. Adam, I'm looking forward to this fight, man. It's April 9th, Bellator 256. Anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any social media? I'll give you the last word.
No, just I want to say thank you for everybody who support me, and thank you for my old sponsor. Yeah.